Good morning. Good morning. I'm the Reverend James Meeks, Pastor Emeritus of the Salem Baptist Church of Chicago, and I am CEO and the President of the Hope Center Foundation. We are elated and so happy to welcome Mayor Johnson to Hope Center Foundation, and he's no stranger to us here in Roseland. And before we start, I want to thank you for all of your help when we were building, as we build houses out here in Roseland. We have 11 homes in the ground right now. And thank you for heeding our request when we asked you to eliminate some of the city's red tape. You did it. The houses are in the ground. Anybody who wants to see them, I'll take you over there to let you see them. And the families are there, and they're very happy, so thank you so much. This is a great day in the life of the Hope Center, and we welcome all of you, but especially do we welcome you, Mr. Mayor. And now I want to introduce the head of the Hope Center Foundation, the person who runs it from day to day. I just get the credit, Shanita Muse.
Good morning. Welcome to Roseland. I have the honor of being the Executive Director of the Hope Center Foundation. I want to start by extending a heartfelt thank you to Mayor Brandon Johnson, my friend, whose leadership and presence here today remind us that every neighborhood in Chicago matters. And real investment in people start at the local level. I also want to recognize Mara McCauley, Acting Commissioner of the Department of Family and Support Services, not only for your partnership, but your continued commitment to advancing workforce equity and opportunity for all Chicagoans. The Chicago Transit Workforce, and Second Chance Program leadership that includes Melanie Ware, Delon White, and Kim Robinson for selecting us as a referral partner. And of course, none of this would be possible without the vision and legacy of our founder and CEO, Reverend James T. Meeks. For more than 30 years, Reverend Meeks has served this community, not just as a spiritual leader, but as a neighbor, an advocate, and tireless builder of hope. We are standing on the foundation that he laid. Today, for the Hope Center Foundation, is a celebration of firsts. For the first time, we are proud to serve and as an official site for One Summer Chicago. Where young people from our neighborhood are not only earning a paycheck, but they're developing skills, they're building confidence, and preparing for the future. For many, this is their very first job, and it's happening right here, close to home. For the first time, the Hope Center Foundation has been selected as a CTA Second Chance Program referral partner. And we are proud to be the only designated site on the far south side. This partnership provides returning citizens and job seekers from Roseland with direct access to stable, long-term employment opportunities with one of the city's largest and most respected public agencies. We are not simply connecting individuals to jobs. We're creating pathways to careers, economic mobility, and lasting stability. And that deserves a round of applause. The Hope Center Foundation has always been committed to investing in those who have been historically left behind: single mothers, out-of-school youth, returning citizens, and so many others who simply need someone to open a door and believe in them. We are proud to be a workforce anchor in Roseland, and our model is rooted in the belief that community transformation must be both place-based and people-centered. We're not just creating jobs, we're building futures, and we're doing it right here where it's needed most. Mayor Johnson, your presence today signals something powerful, that Roseland matters, that workforce equity matters, and that our city sees the far South Side as not a problem to solve, but as a partner in progress. Thank you to Aubrielle Brooks, our Summer Chicago Program Administrator. Who is guiding our youth to greatness. Thank you, Commissioner McCauley. Thank you, Mayor Johnson, and thank you, Reverend Meeks, for believing in this work. And thank you finally to our funders, our partners, the Hope Center Foundation staff and board members, and community members for walking with us as we reclaim, rebuild, and reimagine what's possible in Roseland. Guess what? We are just getting started. Thank you. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Acting Commissioner of DFSS, Mara McCauley. Okay, rewind. It is my pleasure to introduce our One Summer Chicago youth participant, Ali Cooper, who will introduce our mayor.
Thank you, Ms. Muse, for that kind introduction. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Ali, and my name is Ali Cooper, and I am a proud resident of the Roseland community and a 2025 graduate of Corliss High School. This summer, I'm participating in the Hope Center's Foundation Workforce Training Program through One Summer Chicago, and I'm excited to say that this is my first year in the program. I've always been interested in entrepreneurship, and One Summer Chicago has helped me build the confidence and skills to start seriously thinking about starting something of my own one day. It's not just a job, it's a stepping stone to something greater, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to grow and be able to represent my community. None of this would be possible without strong leadership that believes in young people like me. It's my honor to introduce someone who continues to believe and invest in the future of Chicago's youth. Please help me welcome our mayor, Brandon Johnson.
Thank you so much, Ali, for that introduction. Thank you for your leadership as well as your desire to find and to fulfill your purpose, and to all of the young people that are here today. I'm grateful for all of the leaders that have made so many contributions to the lives of the families in this particular community. Of course, I do appreciate the leadership of the CEO of the Hope Center Foundation, the president and CEO, Reverend Senator James T. Meeks, and the entire Hope Center team. Can you all thank them again one more time for their commitment? They're doing such amazing work for workforce development and training. Today is a good morning, but yet we are still riddled with many challenges. And so I do want to just take a moment to acknowledge the family of one of our fellow One Summer Chicago participants who was taken away from us through senseless gun violence. I would like to have a moment of silence, if we could, for Mr. Marjay Dotson. Thank you. You know, there's a greeting on the continent of Africa, And when tribes would greet one another, they would always greet each other with a question, how are the children? And if the children weren't well, it spoke more to what the adults are not doing than the actual young people. And until we can emphatically say that our young people are well, our work is never finished. That's right. You know, our youth, the ones who are standing up here today, they are truly our greatest asset and resource. You know, it's up to all of us to give them the tools and the resources that they need and deserve so that they can be successful and they can thrive. Each and every single one of the young people that are standing here today and all over the city, they want to thrive. They want someone to believe in them. They want hope. And so that's why I'm proud today that as of this morning, we have hired 28,839 young people through One Summer Chicago. That's an over 40% increase since my administration took office. This means that more of our young people are empowered today, and they are gaining new experiences. They're saving some money, and in some instances, they're supporting their families, learning valuable skills that will carry throughout their entire life. I know when I had my summer job, all my checks went to my mother. May she rest in peace. She didn't let me see one dime. However, that was a part of the expectation in our home because of the challenges that we did have. But it's not just about the valuable skills that they are learning. It's about, you know, going well beyond the traditional expectations that we have for young people. And so that's why I'm also very proud, though, that these young people that are standing with us today, I know some of them, or maybe many of them, have younger siblings. I know it was like, as a middle child, to have 4 or 5 siblings younger than me that also looked up to me. Wow. And so that's why today I'm also excited that we are launching a new pilot program where we're going to hire approximately 560 young people between the ages of 14 and 15 that are not participating in the One Summer Chicago, because our 14 and 15-year-olds, they need investment as well. Wow. So this is also probably exciting for our 16-year-olds and up, because now they don't have to worry about their little brother or sister asking them for money. So from July 20 to August 15, it's going to provide exposure to career opportunities during the final stretch of the summer. Increasing something else that I'm very excited about, our peacekeeping training program in partnership with Good Kids Mad City by 100 spots this summer. So 100 more peacekeepers will be a part of our infrastructure as we build the safest, most affordable big city in America. And so we're working to increase the number of opportunities for 14 and 15-year-olds to over 3,300 spots in 2025. You know, as a former public school teacher, and someone who's taught middle school, I can tell you, you know, students between the 7th and 9th grade, that's when we really have to put our arms around them. It's a critical part in their adolescent development. And so this is going to go a long way to help our young people build new skills, stay engaged as they prepare for the upcoming school year. And by making these investments in our young people and their development, we're setting them up for the future, a future that they can thrive and succeed and prosper in a career of change that they will inevitably select. But I do want to give special thanks to DFSS, the Youth Services team, and all of our dedicated agencies and partners who make One Summer Chicago possible. Each of you play a vital role in connecting people to meaningful opportunities. And because when our young people succeed, we all succeed. And so until we can emphatically say that the children are well, let's continue to work to uplift and encourage and to support our young people. And a person who has stepped in an interim basis, who has helped us carry out this vision, our acting commissioner, Maura McCauley. Maura.
Good morning. Thank you, Mayor Johnson. My name is Maura McCauley, and I serve as the Acting Commissioner at the Chicago Department of Family and Support Services. It was really exciting this morning to see the summer programming in full swing, getting to watch the young people in their exercise with the mayor. And it's a pleasure to be here today to share updates on the 2025 One Summer Chicago program and the Safe Spaces for Youth program, which are providing incredible opportunities for thousands of young people across the city. This year, in addition to the steps and increases that the mayor noted, we're also thrilled to be providing an increase of an additional 1,000 opportunities for young people. I want to begin by thanking the Hope Center Foundation for hosting us this morning and serving as a fantastic partner on the One Summer Chicago program. We're thrilled to welcome the Hope Center Foundation as a first-time partner in One Summer Chicago. As a new delegate agency in the DFSS Youth Employment Portfolio, the Hope Center Foundation is a part of an exciting season of firsts. New agencies, new partners, new work sites, and new young people. For the first time ever, all DFSS youth employment delegates are participating in One Summer Chicago. I'd also like to thank DFSS's Youth Services Division team for their tremendous work in ensuring the success of One Summer Chicago and the Safe Spaces program each summer. They are really the machine that makes all of the partnerships come together and helps get jobs in young people into jobs every year with all of our partners. In Chicago, we know that investing in our young people is a long-term investment into our city's future. The work taking place here at the Hope Center Foundation is a glimpse into that investment. The employment opportunities provided through One Summer Chicago are a vital bridge to valuable connections and learning that can inspire new paths forward and change young people's lives forever. In collaboration with our private, public, and nonprofit employer partners, youth ages 14 to 24 are engaged in paid work and learning opportunities this summer, thanks to Mayor Johnson's continued priority on investing in youth employment. And with 52 agencies partnering on 110 unique employment options as part of One Summer Chicago this year, the diverse range of work opportunities we are able to offer our young people is truly incredible. One Summer Chicago's goal is not just to provide young people with a job, but to really help them with finding long-term career pathways and with making an impact in their communities. They're gaining hands-on experiences in places like retail, schools, and city offices, while also receiving specialized training in high-demand fields like healthcare, technology, construction, and more. They are developing essential skills like CPR, coding, leadership, and banking. But this year we took it a step further. For the first time, many 14 and 15-year-olds will walk away with a certificate, something they can be proud of and build on. And for the older youth, we've set a bold new goal. At least 10% of participants age 16 and up will secure permanent employment. These programs are also open to youth all across the city and are widely inclusive in their reach. Through DFSS, youth have the ability to participate in a variety of program models. We have the Summer Youth Employment Program, which allows youth ages 16 to 24 to work 20 hours a week and earn $16.60 an hour, learning the ins and outs of potential career paths. The Chicago Youth Service Corps is a year-long civic leadership program designed for youth who want to address specific challenges and initiatives in their communities. It's an excellent option for young people who see a future in public service and social justice. Chicagobility is a 6-week career exploration program for 14 and 15-year-olds that allows them to engage with professionals from various industries through field trips, training opportunities, and project-based learning, while also earning a weekly stipend during the summer, and this is part of the pilot program that the mayor is announcing. Meanwhile, the My Shine, My Future Safe Spaces program offers paid opportunities for youth to work together and plan a series of fun, engaging, safe events for youth in their own communities. This summer, they are planning approximately 50 exciting events, including talent shows, basketball tournaments, a teen peace ride, and several back-to-school events. The future of our city is our young people. We are so proud of all they are accomplishing this summer. We can't wait to see what they will achieve, including this group here, as they advance in their careers and all the ways they will continue to enrich communities through public service. Thank you again, Mayor Johnson, and all of our partners who are here today and working across the city for your deep commitment to making summer jobs and opportunities for youth a key priority of the city of Chicago. With that, It's now my pleasure to introduce one of the young people participating in One Summer Chicago, Janiyah Vinson.
Good morning. Good morning. My name is Janiyah Vinson. I grew up in Roseland, and I graduated from Corliss High School, class of 2025. I applied to One Summer Chicago because it provides opportunities for young adults to learn and earn. It's helpful, especially now when people my age are struggling to find employment. Since I was young, it was stressed to me to use the resources around me. I have experienced firsthand what good that does for me. Now I am here to gain more social interactions, work experience, and build meaningful connections that will help shape my future. While working at the Hope Center Foundation, I've had the opportunity to sit in on team meetings, which honestly has been kind of fun. It's exciting to be in the know about upcoming events and the positive things happening in the community. More importantly, those meetings have opened my eyes to how much work and strategy goes into creating opportunities for youth, especially around employment and workforce development. I've learned how programs are built to help young people like me gain real-world experience, access job training, and develop skills that can lead to long-term careers. The mission of the Hope Center Foundation is to provide people in the Roseland-Pullman area with resources and opportunities from employment and healthcare to career development. These are all things that matter to me. So being a part of this mission gives me a real sense of purpose and hope, hence the name, in these trying times. I would like to express my gratitude to Mayor Brandon Johnson, One Summer Chicago, and the Hope Center Foundation for this opportunity. I will now introduce Vernell Anderson, One Summer Chicago youth participant. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hello, my name is Vernell Anderson, and I am Roseland resident. I graduated from Corliss High School, and I want to thank Mayor Brandon Johnson. I want to thank Mayor Brandon Johnson for the One Summer Chicago program, and the opportunity for me to gain skills and employment will help me in my future goals. I work for the Hope Center Foundation. My experience has been part of organizing a local block party where everyone has a role to play. My specific role focuses on logistics and communication, and which means I help make sure everything runs smoothly behind the scenes, from planning and coordinating to keep everyone on the same page. Let me take my time. Okay. I applied because I'm interested in becoming an electrician and working in construction in the future. I saw this opportunity as a way to get real experience working on a team, managing responsibilities, and understanding how things come together in a hands-on setting. Even though this isn't directly electrician or construction work, helping with logistics and communication has given me a strong foundation in planning and coordination and problem solving, all of which are important skills. The Hope Center Foundation has helped me grow in a lot of ways. First, it taught me how important it is to be organized and stay on top of details. Because if one thing goes wrong in logistics, it can affect the whole event. That's the same thing in construction. Everything has to be done in order, and communication has to be clear, or people can get hurt or the job won't go right. I am also learning how to work with different people, listen carefully, and explain things clearly. Well, I'm stuttering now, but clearly. Especially when people had questions or didn't understand. There are times that help me become more confident in speaking up and being a leader when I need to. I want to walk away from experience understanding more proper manner in the workplace, gaining greater leadership skills, and being the boss of other people. Thank you to you all.
Okay. Is this on? Can I scoot by you, Ray? Sorry. All right, the mayor's going to answer a few quick questions. I think these are our two reporters right here. Any other reporters in the room? Okay, great. Here, I'm going to go to Block Lab right here.
Mayor Mike Browser, WVDM Radio. You saw the Tribune editorial today. It says,
No, actually, I didn't see it.
it says, please no more mayoral victory laps on crime after River North shooting.
Is there a question?
Well, what do you think it's fair?
Well, look, as mayor of the city of Chicago, I take absolute responsibility to build a safe, affordable city for everyone. You show up every single day, you come to work with the expectation that the work that you're putting in is going to yield positive results. Now, you just had an opportunity to hear from Janiyah and Vernell and so many other young people around this city that are counting on us to invest in them. Now look, our work is never done. And the fact that violent crime is going down in the city of Chicago, it's not a victory lap. That's about lives. If anybody thinks that we are simply running around here giving ourselves high fives, maybe other administrations have done that, but I can tell you this, my number one responsibility every single day is to make sure that we're building the safest, most affordable big city in America. And the way you do that is you invest in people. Now here's something that I think we should be all excited about, and I will take the entire city on a victory lap journey. We have just invested in and have secured a 40% increase in young people that will have an opportunity to find their purpose. That is something to celebrate. And it is contributing. And it is contributing to violence going down in the city of Chicago. Now, let me just make this very emphatic, and perhaps you can get a word to the editorial board for me. I do this work because I love our people. Making sure that these young people who are standing alongside of me today, to know that they have a mayor that is fully vested in their future. That's the goal here. And furthermore, not only do I want to make sure that these young people have good paying jobs, we've had billions of dollars of new investment that's going to lead to thousands of construction jobs. You already heard Vernell say he's ready for one of those jobs. And there's a whole bunch of other folks who want those opportunities as well. And then I want to make sure that they can afford to live in Roseland. So, when you have homicides that are down by 32, 33%, shootings down by 38%, shooting victims are down by over 40%, violent crime as a whole is down in the city of Chicago, that is something that is worthwhile speaking to. And then it's not just because of our investments in young people. It's about making sure that we're building affordable homes. We're investing in mental and behavioral health. We reopened the Roseland Mental Health Clinic for that very reason, to ensure that people who are suffering a mental health crisis have somewhere they can go for support services. So while there's this attempt to undermine the work that we're doing, I would call on all of us to continue to work together to make sure that we're saving lives and creating purpose and opportunities for the residents of this city. Thank you for the question.
Thanks.
Chicago. I guess I'm wondering, you had a moment of silence for a family of an individual who was part of One Summer Chicago who was a victim of gun violence. I'm wondering, how do you have, there's sort of, it seems like a weird dichotomy here where we have all these kids looking for jobs, then we have people from parts of the city where they're not from working as lifeguards, as other, employees of public agencies in the city. How do you make sure that people who are working for the city are from the communities in which they're working?
Yeah. Well, one of the things that we're also very proud of is that there are a couple of pilot programs that we instituted a year ago, and that we're expanding them. So in our streets and sanitation department, for instance, where we piloted a program where we hired 75 teenagers who just graduated from our Chicago Public Schools to work within our Streets and Sanitation Division, right? Of those 75, 55 of them stayed and have permanent jobs with the city of Chicago from our communities. But here's what's pretty exciting about that. They've already been on the job for a year. In about 18 months, those 18-year-olds who will be 20, 21 years old, they will make $90,000 working for the city of Chicago within the next 18 months. This year, we have 100 seniors who are part of that pilot program, and we're looking to expand that throughout other departments and divisions. You may have seen recently that I signed an executive order directing our Department of Human Resources to remove barriers that have made it difficult for people of our communities to access city jobs, where work experience and lived experience can get you qualified and not just a degree. Because sometimes in the world, degrees do not always speak to the fullness of what an applicant brings. And so by removing those barriers, we're creating more opportunities for more people from communities that have been starved out of opportunities to be able to work with the city. And beyond that, I would just say the last thing is this: I'm calling on the entire city of Chicago to work together to continue to help us build a safe, affordable city. It's not one individual that can actually bring about that type of transformation, particularly at a time in which we're seeing these egregious, ungodly policies coming from the White House, where you have a president that is spending more money on a private security militarized force through ICE than other governments spend on their military, right? He's more committed to spending money to militarize his tenure as president than he is willing to actually invest in cities like Chicago. So we're going to build the safest, most affordable big city in America, and there's a lot of young people that are backing us up to do that. God bless you all. Thank you very much.